The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is our main event of the evening. It is for the IHWE Championship. It is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit. Introducing first from Egypt, weighing 230 pounds, he is a three-time DFW champion. Here is the Blackheart, Seth Shai!
Fans, this is the one we've been waiting for all night long, your main event at IHWE Tales from the Ringside for the IHWE World Heavyweight Championship. And here comes the champion, the Beast, Franco D'Angelo.
Franco, quite the competitor, man. He's won titles all across Texas. He wrestles all over the United States and all over the world. This should be a great main event here at IHWE tonight.
The man's developed quite a following, not only in Texas, but also in Colorado, in Arizona, Nevada, specifically Las Vegas, drawing huge crowds wherever he goes. And tonight, here at the Worth Heights Community Center in Fort Worth, he is putting that belt on the line against the current #1 contender, Seth Shai. But Kevin Douglas, whoever wins this match, has got a tough chore ahead of them, because the next contender, as we saw just minutes ago, Showtime Scott Summers.
Absolutely. Whoever wins this match is going to have to go through Scott Summers to hold on to that belt after what we saw between him and Spoiler 2000 just a little bit ago.
Super Dave Miller is your referee for this one. And once he hands off the title belt, we're going to be ready for some action here. Main event action at IHWE. And you can hear these fans with a chant for Franco. And I know Seth Shai says he doesn't care what the fans think, but that's got to be frustrating to him.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's nothing like being in the ring and all the fans are turning on you and you feel all alone out there.
Well, got to take issue with what you said just a little bit, because I don't think it's a case of them turning on him, because they never liked Seth in the first place.
That's a great point, and not too often do I have all the fans booing me, so I don't really know what it's like to be in Seth's position, but it's kind of fun to watch.
Well, we'll see if this match is going to be any fun to watch, because I think it's going to be very physical, a very grueling matchup. These are two big men. Of course, the size advantage going to Franco D'Angelo, a multi-sport athlete in high school, and one sport he excelled at was soccer. He excelled at the collegiate level, and after that decided to get into professional wrestling. And I'll tell you what, the cardio he developed in soccer has served him well in the King of Sports.
Absolutely, quite an athlete, and don't ever count out Seth Shai and the measures that he'll go to win a wrestling match. This guy really will do what it takes to get his hand raised.
But we just saw the power of Franco D'Angelo evident there as he just tossed Seth into the corner, and Seth with a push, Franco going after him, and Seth is the one who sticks his head outside the ropes and forces the referee to step in and force Franco D'Angelo to back up. The IHWE World Heavyweight title on the line here tonight.
Yes, we saw some of these tactics by Jacob Kilgore out here earlier in the show, and it's a good tactic to slow down some momentum when you got a guy that's really coming in hot like Franco.
I got to add, what a great job Rudy Boy Gonzalez did in our last match, keeping everything straight on the up and up, one-on-one, because Seth Shai tried to come out a couple of times, one time with a chair, and Rudy Boy finally just had to manhandle him all the way back to the dressing room, and we didn't have any more problems in that match, ending up with Showtime being the winner.
Thank goodness for that, because of Rudy Boy being out here, we got to see a great wrestling match between Spoiler and Showtime.
High hip toss there by Franco D'Angelo. And now a drop kick by the big man. Not a move you see all the time from him. He's not known for taking to the air, but when he does, he makes it count like he did right there, sending Seth Shai out of the ring to the floor. And he's got a hold of, well, it's one of our security guys, but well, if he gets a hold of a fan, look out. All bets are off.
What athleticism shown there by Franco. He got up fast there on that drop kick.
And now Shai's trying to work the cobwebs out as he walks around the ring and doing just like we talked about Brandon Collins doing in an earlier matchup, just taking all the time he wants as the referee makes his count, getting in the face of the fans. In fact, he just got in the face of the young man who won the costume contest dressed as Franco D'Angelo.
Well, going outside the ring and taking a count for a lot of guys is almost like a timeout in football. It gives you time to get your wits about yourself, and for a guy like Seth, obviously gave him the chance to get the upper hand there.
Obviously it did, because he got a hold of Franco, and now it is Seth on the offensive. He's still outside the ring, but he's got Franco on his back, and he's going to wrap that leg around the ring post. Oh, my goodness, that could tear a knee up easily. And
bad news for a big guy like Franco. He needs his legs to get around. If Seth can immobilize one of those legs, Franco's not going to be near the wrestler he would be on his feet.
The IHWE World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. The champion is in a bad situation right now as Shai pulls him out to the floor. And it looks like this one is going right in front of the ringside fans and head first right into that iron ring post, and that certainly doesn't do Franco's face any favors. These fans continuing to exchange words with Seth Shai, who grabs a chair, and this doesn't look good at all.
He's got to get control of this match. Shai's taking liberties outside the ring here. They're a little bit over the line as far as I'm concerned for a regular match.
Smashing Franco head first into that chair, and Shai rolled into the ring and rolled back out. He just got in the ring long enough to force the referee to stop the count, and Seth is fully aware of the fact that if he's going to win the title, knee first, I believe it was across that chair. It's out of our line of sight, but Seth Shai is certainly doing a number on Franco, and while it seems like Seth needs to get his wits about him and get it back in the ring, I think he knows exactly what he's doing, because he's going to weaken Franco and then get him back in the ring and try to win that title.
Shai definitely had a plan. This was part of his plan to get Franco out there and use some tactics. Probably going straight ahead against the big man wasn't a good idea. So, like I said, Seth will do what he has to do to win a match, especially a championship.
And sending Franco face first into that ring post, and Franco is down in a heap in front of front row ringside here at the Worth Heights Community Center in Cowtown, Fort Worth, where the West begins, as Shai gets a boot in there, and these fans are trying to use their collective voices to will D'Angelo to fight back, and that is exactly what he is doing, fighting up from his knees, but Shai goes to the eyes once, and that's all it takes to stop the big man's offensive.
You got to give the referee a little credit for letting this match go. This is the main event. This is the heavyweight title. I give referee Super Dave a lot of credit just for not cheating the fans out of a match there and got both of these guys out.
Certainly a very good point there, Kevin. And Shai going for the cover. 1, 2, and only a 2. Franco manages to get that shoulder up. But indeed, Super Dave, as much as anyone else, knows what's at stake here. He knows that the belt is on the line. He knows the fans want to see a clear winner and a clear loser. And I'm sure he will let the action go maybe a little bit farther than under normal situations. But still, if it gets to a certain point, you have no choice but to call a disqualification if necessary. But right now, looks like Seth Shai is in the driver's seat against the champion.
Well, he's going to have to pin Franco. He's not going to win this match through count out or through disqualification. He's going to have to pin Franco's shoulders or make him submit to take that IHWE championship.
And Seth is going for Seth's sharpshooter, and he's got that sharpshooter with a bit of Boston Crab thrown in there. And is it going to be enough to make Franco tap out? Is it going to be enough to make Franco D'Angelo submit? Franco trying to power his way out, but there seems to be just too much pressure on the legs, and now it looks like Franco's trying to crawl his way to the ropes, trying to force a break. If he can grab that bottom rope, then the referee's going to have to step in and pull Shai off, and he does. Now the referee putting the count on Shai, and Shai has to let go.
Very deliberate game plan here by Shai. I've seen it before. He's using whatever tactics he's got to use to get himself in a position to make an offensive attack, and it's obvious that Franco's leg is the focus of the attack.
And now, cross arm breaker variation used on the leg, so I guess you could say a cross leg breaker. He's got that scissors action on the leg and pulling on the ankle as well, but look at this, Franco turns it over, and now he's got a hold on Shain, and Shain is in pain now.
Franco reversed that leg lock into a sharpshooter. Nice move, nice textbook move there by Franco.
Very well done, but Shain finds a way to get out of that, and now kicks to the back of the left leg, trying to put a knot in that hamstring and trying to take D'Angelo off his feet for good.
Well, you're not going to light anyone on fire by kicking a guy's leg while he's down. The crowd's not going to like it, but it's very effective, and I've seen it work, and I've seen a few famous wrestlers win plenty of matches working the leg. And
now it looks like Shain's going to go for that sharpshooter again, but D'Angelo rolls him up. Shain gets out of it. Franco could have gotten a pin there if he'd been able to hold Shain down, but look at this, Franco trying to roll him up here too, and a kick out by Shain. Very ugly, but very nearly maximum effectiveness. But Shain back to his feet, and D'Angelo's having some trouble standing. And there he goes with a kick to that left leg, trying to take that leg out from under D'Angelo again.
Well, the damage has already been done. Now Shain can just take a deliberate approach and just focus in on that leg, beat it down until Franco's got nothing left, and then do what he wants with it.
As we said, Franco D'Angelo, tremendous athlete in high school and in college, but right now he's got to focus on basically getting away from Seth Shai so that he can't put on any more holds like that one. But if Franco is too distracted by the pain, he could end up basically letting himself get pinned if he's not careful.
I think Franco's got the heart of a champion. He didn't get IHWE champion just by being a slouch. So I look for him to at least make some sort of rally to get off the mat and get back into this fight.
Well, he didn't get that belt and a box of Cracker Jacks, I can tell you that much. Shai coming off the ropes with a kick to the head, and it is Shai who is standing tall at this time, looking to become the new IHWE World Heavyweight Champion, former DFW champion, and he was the longest reigning DFW champion in the history of IHWE, looking to pick up that world title. Franco trying to fight up from a kneeling position now. Back to his feet, firing away, coming off the ropes. But Shai with a knee to the midsection, flipping Franco over.
Man, what a knee by Shai there. Shai in complete control of this match. Franco's going to have to do something to get back in there.
Shai drops an elbow on top with a lateral press, but D'Angelo able to get that shoulder up. It wasn't quite enough of a press by Shai, and now a very blatant chokehold, and the referee's making the count on him, and Shai knows as well as anyone, Kevin, he's got until the count of 5 to let go of that.
And there he is again, using tactics, using what he has to do to keep Franco on the ground so that he can execute that game plan of attacking that leg and eventually taking out Franco. I really got to give Shai a lot of credit for doing his homework on this match and on Franco in general.
Well, Shai is a thinking man's wrestler, no question about that. He studies well ahead of time, and he knows his opponent backwards and forwards, and he knows exactly what has to be done to win the title. The question is Franco going to be able to turn it around here? Shai coming off the ropes and dropping his full weight across Franco on that second rope, and that just about put the man out.
So you got to wonder, has Shai moving on to the back now after working the leg to help set him up for another sharpshooter or Boston Crab type maneuver? Franco's in a bad way right now. That back connects to those legs, and if he turns him around and bends him the wrong way, Franco's not going to be liking it too much.
And now Shai dragging D'Angelo back up to his feet, but Franco gets up and a bit of a jaw jacker there right atop the head. Shai backed up in the corner, and Franco's going after him now. Firing in some forearms, and now let's see if Franco can follow up, firing him into the corner, but Shai with a boot to the face. And the punishment so far seems to have been too much for Franco to this point as Shai takes him down with the clothesline.
You've got to give Shai a lot of credit. I don't think I've seen Franco dominated like this in a match before. He's really taken the fight to him, threw Franco off his game early with using some of those outside the ring tactics, and it's been tough for Franco just to get in this match since then.
Well, there's no, Oh, look at that. Look out, Shai. He's on top of the cover. Only a 2 count, though. Seth Shai knows that he's not going to be able to overpower Franco, so he's got to use those tactics, as you say, as well as some of his wrestling skills, put all of that to work for him to try to become the new IHWE World Heavyweight Champion. Now look at this. He's just toying with him right now. I think Seth feels like he can win this match anytime.
I think that's a mistake.
Oh, look out! Silencer! Out of nowhere! Franco D'Angelo hits the silencer. He's grabbing onto that knee, though. Is he going to be able to follow up on it?
One mistake was all it took. One mistake by Shai, and look what happened. Franco can turn this thing around with that power at any minute.
Franco D'Angelo with one good leg, able to hit the silencer on Seth Shai, the Blackheart. And now let's see if Franco's going to be able to follow up. These fans are chanting for him. They are chanting his name very loud here at the Worth Heights Community Center. 1, 2, and oh my, so close to a 3. 2 3/4 at least.
Rob Moore, I'm on the edge of my seat now. The excitement in this building has just gotten to me. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm loving this match.
Well, just keep your seat there, Kevin. No need to get yourself involved in this. Just stay right here with me, okay? Let these guys fight it out. D'Angelo, he's favoring that left leg. Shain with a reversal. Oh, and he goes right into that knee.
Very innovative move there. He reversed the Irish whip into a shoulder tackle to the front of the knee. That's got to hurt.
And Shain is just pounding away on that left leg, the left knee of Franco D'Angelo, trying to take that leg out from under the beast and make him easy pickings, perhaps for another sharpshooter or some other move. Shain has pulled D'Angelo into position here for something, and now Seth is perched on that second rope. Let's see what he's going to do here. And the big leg drop. I got to agree with you, Kevin. That's got to be it.
I don't think Franco can take much more of this beating.
On top of the cover. 2 and only a 2 count. Not quite to a 3. Super Dave signifying that he only made a 2 count. Franco D'Angelo out from under it, but at some point you got to wonder when D'Angelo's body is going to quit on him after this pounding he's been taking from Seth Shai.
Absolute shock there. I thought for sure Franco was out. I'm very impressed by the heart he's shown. Not that I didn't think he had it to begin with, but I think Seth's taking him to the limit here, and he's really shown what he's got.
All right, Seth is climbing up to that top rope. High-risk territory here. He's looking to finish off Franco D'Angelo once and for all here. Going for a top rope leg drop, but D'Angelo got out of the way.
Ooh, that hurts the tailbone.
And now D'Angelo rolls him up. 2 and 3, and Franco D'Angelo is still the champion. What a match.
One big mistake there, and that was all it took for Franco to capitalize and keep that title. That's why he's the champ.
Well, there you go, fans.